Good day, class. So, mag-start tayo sa pagkuha ng derivative of trigonometric functions. So, these are two limits na kailangan masaulo nyo ngayon pa lang. Or ito kasi ay gagamitin natin sa pag-derive no, ng differentiation ng trigonometric functions. Okay, so, first one is that the limit of sine theta all over theta as theta approaches 0 is equal to 1. And the second limit is that, the second one is the limit of cos theta minus 1 all over theta as theta approaches 0 is equal to 0. Okay, so, ang unang i-derive natin na function ay na derivative ng trigonometric function is the sine function, pinaka-basic. Okay, so, ang hinahanap natin is derivative. Teka lang. Derivative ng sine x. Okay? So, paano natin kukunin to? I-apply lang natin sa kanya yung first principle. So, the formula for the first principle is it's the limit, no, as h approaches 0 ng yung original is f of x plus h, di ba? So, since yung f of x ko dito is sin x, my f of x plus h will be sin x plus h, no, minus f of x, which is sin of x over h. So, this is the first principle applied to the function sin x. Okay? So, ito, kailangan din natin maalala yung identity ng getting the sum or the sign of sum. Okay? So, yung sin x plus h, may identity to. So, kung naaalala yung sin, cos, cosine na identity, wherein this sin x plus h is equal to sin or sin x cos h plus cos x sin h. Okay? So, this is just equal to this, no? Sin, cos, cosine. Okay? So, ilagay natin to, expression na to, dito. So, what we'll have is the limit as h approaches 0 ng, copy ko lang to, sin x cosine h plus cosine x sin h. Pero ito pa lang yan, yung sin x plus h. Minus pa, no? Ilalagay pa natin tong term na to. Minus sin ng x, stand natin, all over h. Okay? So, dito, pwede natin ilabas since may common factor na sin x, no? Ipagsama natin yan. So, rewriting the limit as h approaches 0 nang i-factor out ka na si sin x, no? So, multiply yan kay cosine h. Then, negative 1 minus 1. Okay? So, finactor out ko lang si sin x sa expression na sa term na to at sa term na to. This is negative sin x, or that is equal to negative 1 times sin x. Okay? So, nilabas ko yung sin x dito. So, sin x times cosine h, no? Para itong term na to, minus 1. So, ito yan. Minus 1. Okay? Then, plus itong middle term, cosine ng x, sine ng h. Okay? All over h. Okay, so since may dalawa tayong terms dito, pwede nating ipaghiwalay. Let's just distribute the limit operator to each term. So ang kalalabasan is, we have the first term, which is the limit as h approaches 0 of sine x times cosine h minus 1 all over h, plus the second term, no? Another limit as h approaches 0 ng cosine x sine h all over h. Okay? So, mapapansin natin dito guys, ay meron tayong dalawang, kada term, no? Meron tayong dalawang variable, meron tayong h at meron tayong x. But dito, when we are trying to evaluate this limit, tatandaan natin that our main variable or yung variable that we're trying to get the limit of is h, no? So, yung sine x, yung value ng h won't affect the value of sine x. Bakit? Well, this is sine x. Hindi naman factor si h kung ano yung magiging value ng sine x. Same goes for dito kay cos x, no? So, sa madaling sabi, when we're trying to evaluate the limit of each term, pwede nating ilabas yung sine x and yung cosine x. Bakit? They are treated as constants. No? It's a constant number. So, kunwari, palitan mo yung sine x ng 2, no? Instead na sine x. So, parang ilalabas mo lang yung 2. No? So, huwag kayong malito. Although may variable siya na x, dito sa specific operation that we're trying to do, although may x siya na variable, it is a constant. Kasi h yung usapan natin. Okay? So, ilabas natin yung constant na sine x for each, no? So, we get the limit as h approaches 0 ng cosine of h minus 1 all over h, no? And we'll do the same thing sa kabila. Labas natin si cosine x times the limit of sine h all over h as h approaches 0. Okay? So, from here, no, kaya na natin ito ma-evaluate. Paano? Kung titignan nyo, itong dalawang terms na to, this look familiar? Yes, sila po yung dalawang limit na dinescribe natin kanina. Okay? So, yung cos h minus 1 all over h, the limit of that as h approaches 0 is ito lang yun. No? Cos h minus 1 all over h as h approaches 0. No? So, this is just equal to 0. Sine x times 0 plus cosine x times ano yung value nito? Limit ng sine h all over h as h approaches 0. Parang ito lang din. No? So, sine h all over h, the limit of that as h approaches 0 is equal to 1. So, this is just 1. Okay, so since nakamultiply to 0, wala na tong term na to. So, the answer is, ayun, let's rewrite the derivative of sine x with respect to x is equal to, ayan, cosine x. Okay, so that's our first derivative. The first na kailangan yung tatandaan, no? Pinakita lang natin yung kanyang derivation para at least alam nyo kung saan nanggaling, no? So, kung parang hindi na masyado mahaba and parang exercise na rin para sa inyo, paki-try na lang din sa inyong mga papel, paki-compute using the same technique, no? Kung ano yung derivative ng cosine x. Okay? So, yan yung number 2. Hindi na natin gagawin, ano? Kasi same na same lang siya dito sa process natin dito. Okay? So, please try it on your own. Pero sasabihin ko na yung answer. So, the answer for this is negative sine x. Okay? So, paki-prove na lang po sa inyong mga papel dyan. Paki-prove that this rule is correct. Okay? So, ang next naman natin na ipoprove dito, no? Kasi hindi siya katulad nito, yung pag-prove, is we're going to prove the derivative ng tan x. Okay? So, we know that our tan x or tan theta is just equal to sine over cosine, no? Sine theta over cosine theta. Okay, so, teka lang. Okay, sorry. So, continuing, alam naman natin, no, sa ating trigonometry that tan x is just equal to sine x over cosine x, no? So, this is just the same as getting the derivative of sine x over cosine x. Okay? So, galing dito, let's try to apply the things that we've learned so far. So, this is getting the derivative of 2 or the quotient of 2 functions. Okay? So, gagamitan po natin to ng quotient rule. And, sige, let's do it. So, ano nga ba ulit ang quotient rule? Kung maalala nyo, it's low di high minus high di low all over low low. Okay? So, dito sa example na to, ano yung low? It's cosine x. Derivative ng high. So, derivative ng sine x, which is na-prove naman natin, no? The derivative of sine x is cosine x, while the derivative of cosine x is negative sine x. Okay? So, try natin ulit. Low derivative times derivative ng high, which is, ang derivative ng sine x is again, cosine x. Low di high minus high, which is sine x, minus, times derivative nung low. Okay? So, ang derivative ng low, which is cos x, is negative sine x. So, itong yung negative sine x, yung negative sign niya, i-multiply ko na dito. So, ito ay magiging positive. Okay? And, all over, low, low. Cosine squared x. Or, same lang yan. Ang cos x quantity squared ay same lang po yan sa cos squared, cos squared x. Okay? So, yun po yun. Nasa denominator. Okay? So, kung makita naman natin, cosine x times cosine x, just still cosine squared x plus sine squared x all over cosine squared x. Okay, so via Pythagorean theorem, cosine squared x plus sine squared x, alam naman natin that that is just 1. Okay? So, yung buong numerator is just equal to 1. Okay, so, that is 1 over cosine squared x. And this is via our trigonometric identities. 1 over cosine squared x is just 1 over sec squared x. And that is the derivative of your cotangent function. And that is our number 3 na rule sa ating trigonometric functions. Okay? So, ayan po, napakita na natin yung kung paano nagawa yung derivatives. You can try on your own paano kunin yung derivative ng cotangent using this method ulit. And as well as the secant and the cosecant functions. Okay? But I leave that up to you guys para ma-derive yon, makuha yung derivative, but ipakita ko na yung mga sagot. Okay? So, you'll have to prove it na lang. Okay? So, simulan natin sa, isulat natin lahat ng mas malinis. So, number 1 is derivative ng sin x. This is cosine x. Okay? So, derivative ng cos x is negative sine of x. Okay? Next is derivative ng tan x. That is, ang nakuha is sec squared x. So, ito naman guys, ang derivative ng cotangent, cot x, it is negative cosecant squared x. Okay, so, ayan, abangan kung paano nyo ma-prove yan. And, lastly, the 2 of secant x. Derivative of secant x is secant x tan x. Okay? And lastly, the derivative of cosecant x ay negative cosecant x cot x. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? So, yan po yung rules or derivatives of trigonometric functions. Okay? So, na-prove natin ito. And using that technique on how we solve this, kaya nyong makuha ito, yung pangalawa. Okay? And again, solve natin yung number 3. Using the technique in number 3, kaya na rin natin ma-solve si 4. And using all the techniques that we learned, so 1 to 4, kaya nyo na rin magawa or ma-derive yung derivative ng 5 and 6. Or the secant x and the cosecant x. So, well, dapat, of course, naalala nyo pa yung mga trigonometric identities natin, yung Pythagorean theorem, and yung mga sum or differences ng sines, or sum and differences din ng cosines. Okay? So, dapat alam niyo yun in order for you to answer this. Okay? So, the next video na i-upload natin ay mag-solve tayo ng mga examples using these new rules that I've shared to you in this video. Okay? So, thank you.